class. So once I click this link, I can see that I'm already in the class. And studying with us is like climbing a ladder. So you start from the very bottom and then you climb your way up till you finish the entire course. Now let's check the tasks that we have. We have a VCA book, chapter 1. Again, we have a book, chapter 2, chapter 3. We have videos for each chapter, so 1, 2, 3. And we have a game to play. And we have the training exam for all those 3 chapters. Here you can see that I just started and I finished 0% of the course. So while you progress, you can see your progress over here, so you know exactly when you will finish the course. Of course, it's up to you. So if you study on daily basis, you will reach to the end faster. Now let's check those books. By the way, those are chapters of the books, so it's not like you're reading 3 books over. Now we are just reading 3 chapters. In total we have 12 chapters. So once you finish the 12 chapters and 12 videos corresponding to those chapters, finish the game and the exams, then you are done. Now let's check what do we have over here. It's telling me insufficient. I will show you how it will change it to sufficient. Simply you have to study and then the robot will monitor your progress, and once the robot is convinced that you study enough, then this will change to sufficient and it will be in green. I will show you this in a bit. So now let's open chapter 1 and see how to study. Once you click here, you click practice. So as we can see, chapter 1 is already open and it's about legislation and safety regulations. And like a normal book, we can flip the page from here, or you can use those buttons. So you can go like this, right and left, or again from here or here, you can flip the pages, or you can use the bar over here. Let's talk about this controls. What do we have here? Here we have this icon of a class. So it will take you to the main page, to the class where we have all the chapters and videos and so on. And this will take me to the very first page. The opposite of it, this one, will take me to the very last page. So if I want to check like how many pages I have in this chapter, I can go to the last page and I can check the number of pages from here. So this one has, let's say here, it has 13 pages. And here we have this button. This can shift the view, so you can have like full screen 1 page, or you can have like a normal book, you can have 2 pages. Here if you want to search about something, you can search, let's say you want to search about CE. What is CE, where I can learn about CE? You can search from here and it will give you all the possible options. Here I have the CE code. If I click on it, I can reach to the CE code, as you can see here, and I can read and see everything related to this CE code. And here we have the bridging icon. I'm going to talk about this in a second, but for now you can see here that you have many things over here. You can see we have a speaker and we have this icon over here and we have speakers. So if you want to have a clean look without all those icons, you can just click here and voila, you have this clean page. And if you want to remove this marking, this telling me that there is something about CE here and here and here. So if I want to remove all those markings, simply I can clear it from here. So now I have a clean look where I can study without all those icons and buttons and so on. Now let me show you all those icons, what we can do with those. This is basically the bridging icon. As I said, you can turn it on and off from here. You might not be in the mood of reading, for example. You don't want to read. You tell me, Sari, I wish if there is somebody that can read for me and I can just listen. If I can just have my coffee and listen to the book. I would tell you that's very possible. You can just click on the speaker over here and the robot will read the entire page for you. Let's check it out.
Exam instructions. The candidate for the Occupational Safety Certificate must undergo a 60-minute exam.
So the robot will read the entire page, or if you want the robot to read like this paragraph only up till here, you can just click on this speaker and the robot will read this paragraph. Now let's check this icon over here. If I click on this icon, I can see that I got the same text, the same paragraph, but in Dutch, because at the registration, if you remember, we choose two languages. We choose English and Dutch, so now we have it in Dutch. And you can get it in Dutch as well. You have a speaker, so the robot will read it, but this time in Dutch.
U zult op het examen verschillende soorten vragen krijgen. Er zijn meer keuzevragen, waarbij u maar één juist antwoord kunt kiezen, en er zijn vragen waarbij u meerdere goede antwoorden kunt kiezen.
By the way, this is not Google Translate. This is translated by professional VCA experts. Now, what else we can do? If I am not certain about one word, I need to get the meaning, let's say, of this word, question, in Dutch. I can double click on it and the robot will give me all the possible translations and the suggested translation over here. Some words, they are tricky, like the word right in English, for example. Right, could be the opposite of left, and right could mean like right answer, so the opposite of wrong. So the robot will decide what's the possible meanings, and the robot will tell you the meaning of this word at this sentence is this. This is, of course, with the help of artificial intelligence. We are using all this technology for you to get the most of the course. Let's check out, for example, if I double click on the word exam over here, I get all the translations in Dutch, and here we have our friendly robot. He's telling me examine is the word we are looking for at this sentence, so I don't get confused with the other meanings, with the other translations. Now let's go back to the class. Now if you see over here that I finished 2%, why I finished 2% of the course? If I scroll down, because I spent some good time reading chapter 1 while we are making this video, and also I spent some time myself to get it sufficient. So if I click now, I can see all the times that I opened chapter 1 and the time that I spent over here. And now the robot thinks that I understood chapter 1 and I can move on to chapter 2. Of course, this is important because once you get all those in green, the robot will open up some new tasks for you. But if you want to spend some time, like even if it's green, of course you can go ahead and again study. Doesn't mean like when it's green that you cannot study anymore. If you need to review a few things, if you want to read more about chapter 1, you can go ahead and practice. Now let's check the videos. As you can see, as we said earlier, we have for each chapter we have a corresponding video. You can see the icon over here of a camera. It's very self-explanatory. So if I click practice, and now we have the video open for us, we can play it like any normal video.
Hello, good evening. This is Marco from Aspiraxis Company. First of all, I'd like to welcome you, all of you, to this ongoing course. This course is basically about people who must have the VCA certificate that enables them to work in places such as in factories or in companies. First method, it is like this one, as you can see in this photo. So you have, for example, in each question, let's say you have 50 questions, and in each question you have 4 different alternatives or choices, and you can choose one.
So as you can see that we explain pretty much everything related to chapter 1 in a video. And over here we have an icon. Since we choose Dutch as the other language, then you have access to have the videos in Dutch as well. Let's check out the Dutch version.
VCA-training. Die wordt aangeboden door Aspiraties. Aspiraties is een bedrijf dat haar wortels kent in het Midden-Oosten. En hier in Nederland ondersteund wordt door heel wat organisaties en bedrijven. 4, 5 antwoorden te zien. Ja, dan denk je misschien bij jezelf, oké, meerdere antwoorden, hoeveel dan? Ja, dat staat er dus niet. Er staat niet bij hoeveel antwoorden juist zijn. Dat betekent meerdere, het zijn er altijd 2 dus. Maar het kunnen ook 3 van de 5 antwoorden kunnen goed zijn. Of 4, of misschien wel alle 5. Dus het is aan jou om goed na te denken welk antwoord is juist. Nou, dan ga je naar die vraag kijken, lees je de antwoorden goed door. En dan denk je, nou, antwoord 1 en 3, daarvan ben ik zeker, die zijn juist.
So my friends, as you notice that not only the language is different, but also the type of production is a little bit different. But both videos will give you all the information you need to learn about each chapter. Now let's go back to the class. And now let's go to the other type of tasks that we have, which is playing games. So now you study a lot, you read the book, you watch the videos, and you can learn via gamification, which is an entertaining way to learn via playing a game. I will show you what I mean. So we are back to my class. From here we can go to the next task, which is playing the game, as we said earlier. And here we have the rules of the game. So what is the idea behind of this game? Simply, if you are working in a workshop and your supervisor told you, would you please go to the storage room and bring the acetylene cylinder? Then how you can recognize the acetylene from the oxygen, from the air? So they have different colors painted on the shoulder of the cylinders. Each one of those colors is for a certain gas. For example, the acetylene, it should be always in brown. Air should be always in green, and we have the same rules here. It's telling me oxygen is white, nitrogen is black, carbon dioxide is silver, acetylene is brown, and air is green. So let's go ahead and blow up some balloons. So we have oxygen. Oxygen is white. I'm gonna speed up the process over here, and I will answer some of the questions right and some wrong to see what do we have in the end. So in the end, we will get this sheet over here. It's telling me that I got the question about the oxygen 6 times. I got it correct 5 times. And this appears for all the gases. And let's open WhatsApp, because I got a notification that the robot sent me something. So let's check out what the robot sent to me. I can see here that I got the message in Dutch. You can notice that the robot is also bridging between the 2 languages, so you're getting the messages in English and in Dutch. And here is telling me that I need to practice more about the gases because I got many wrong. Now finally, the final task that we have is the exams, which mimic as much as possible the final exam. Let's go ahead and check the exam training task, which is for chapter 1, 2 and 3, because as we mentioned earlier that we have those 3 chapters to focus, to finish. Once we finish those, once we get sufficient in green on all of those, the robot will open up some new chapters for us. For now, let's have the exam. You can see over here, like the normal book, you can hit the speaker here and the robot will read the question, or you can get the translation in Dutch as well. So you have the same features for you available here. And here you can go to the next or previous question, you can finish the exam, go back to the class. Here we have number of help points. What are those help points? Those are a gift from Aspirati's team to you, because the robot is always behind you and always sending you messages, and you are getting sometimes frustrated and you need to get the answer, let's say, of a certain question. So with those points, you can get the answer directly. I will show you how to do this. Now we have 0 points. If you want to get more points, simply you have to study. Once you study like for 2 or 3 hours, the robot will reward you and you'll get some rewards points. Those points will be added automatically to your account. Here we have this ask for the robot for help. And here you can see hide and show the icons, so you can get a clean look again without the speakers and so on. I'm gonna speed up the process. I will answer those questions pretty randomly to see how the robot will tell us to study more and how we can improve our score and get to the next level. So let me answer those pretty quickly. Okay, so once I answer all the questions over here, I can see that now I can finish the exam. I get it in green. So finish the exam, and you can see that all those in red I got wrong. The green ones I got it right. Now if I go back to my class and open up the training, I can see that I have those links. Those links are for all the questions that I got wrong. So the robot is telling me if I study those pages carefully, I will be able to get a better score and I will be able to answer the question. Let's go ahead and check. So you can see once I clicked on the link, the robot took me to the page where I got the question from. So the robot is telling me if you read this page carefully, you will be able to answer the question with no issues at all. And by the way, the robot also will send you this by WhatsApp. So you can open your WhatsApp and you can, from the robot conversation, you can click on the link and the robot will take you directly to the page where you need to study. By the way, when you saw that timer is the robot monitoring you to make sure that you are studying. So once you move the mouse, it will disappear and you will be able to complete your studies. Now let's go back to the class again. Now let's check out some other stuff. What do we have around here? Here we have our profile. I can see my name. If I click here, I have the option to edit my profile, to go to my class, or to log out. Let me go ahead and go to the profile, and here we have some neat way to cheat the robot. Remember the help points that I told you about earlier? Here we have a little trick for you. If you change your profile picture, you'll be able to get some help points to get the answers for the questions that you cannot answer. So let's go ahead and change the picture and cheat the robot. I can choose file from here, and as you can see over here that I got the picture changed already, and you can see that the robot, he told me that I got 2 gift points were added to from Aspirati's team. Let me go ahead again to the exam. I go back to my class and go to the exam practice, and as you can see over here that I have 2 help points available for me now to use. Let's say I want to get the answer of question 19. I'm not sure what's the task of analyzing the risk TRA is. So I can ask the robot for help. And here the robot is telling you that those help points are limited, so make sure not to waste those on easy questions and so on. So now the robot is taking his time to look in the database and find the correct answer for you. This is a good time for you to read the question and read the possible answers before getting the answer from the robot. And here the robot is telling me that the second answer is correct. So this is pretty much it, my friends. Here we have some tips and advices from our friendly robot. While you progress, you find more of those appearing. And here we have the option to go ahead and ask the robot. So you can type up your question here, like I need to know about CE again, for example. And here the robot will analyze what you are writing, and sometimes he will give you the possible options over here, or you can submit the question. So you see, my friends, we use a very advanced technology, we use AI, and we have a very nice interface for you to study and play the games and have some fun while you're studying, so you learn and you have fun at the same time. We give you all those tools for you to succeed, and once you succeed and become VESA certified, then this is our success as well, and we celebrate your success the same way you celebrate it. We are as happy as you are when you succeed. By the way, the robot is very active on WhatsApp, and as I said earlier at the beginning of this video, that he will be communicating with you on a daily basis, and he will push you to study. And let's say you close the door on our robot, then he will come up to you from the window. He will always find a way. Sometimes he will send us a report. In this report, he will tell, like, this student study on this day and this day and this day, but they didn't study on this day and this day, and he studied this and this and this, and he need to focus on this. So the robot is always monitoring and trying to understand what's going on the platform. If the robot failed, for example, to reach you, if you are not checking your messages and so on, then the robot will ask us, Aspirazi's team, to contact you and see what's going on with you. Maybe you are finding some difficulties, maybe you have some issues going on, and we are here for you to succeed. We are here to help you, me, myself, and the team. It's been Sari Fayoumi with you. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day ahead.